I've got a rank for you. I want you to rank the top 3 most underrated horror films, because I know you like horror, and I know you're a weirdo that likes a bunch of niche films. You read a lot of Stephen King, so I know you're into...
Stephen King isn't necessarily niche, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's horror, just the quintessential.
Okay, so if we're ranking niche horror films, just top 3?
Most underrated.
Most underrated, films. Top 3?
Yeah, top 3.
Top 3, most underrated, I got you.
Yeah.
So first one is Case 39. It's this movie where this, what do you call it when someone goes and checks up on the parents to make sure they're good parents? What is that called again?
Like CPS, right?
Yeah.
Child Protective Services.
Child Protection. She works for Child Protection Services, and she goes and she hears that this family had put their daughter in the oven to kill her. And she goes there and she connects with the daughter so much that she ends up wanting to adopt the child instead of just leaving it up after the parents are arrested, of course. And it turns out that there's a reason they're putting their child in the oven. And the way that they set that movie up and the way that it's told is like, I was like, it really encapsulates the feeling of entrapment. Second one, I'm going to go with His House. It actually came out a couple years ago when we lived at 909. I like it because I haven't seen a movie deal with like African horror, which I don't know anything about, but like it's terrifying apparently. It's pretty much this family from Africa who goes through a tragic event in Africa, like a slaughter, move to England or somewhere in Europe to start a new life. But you think that they're innocent and that they escaped and they lived, and you find out like that they weren't so innocent and that there's an African horror that came along with them. And it's like told in such a...
I think I remember seeing the trailer for that, actually.
It's on Netflix. It's Netflix original.
Yeah.
And so this one's not as underrated, but it's still there. It's called The Babadook. Have you seen it?
No, I've heard of that too, though.
Yeah, so The Babadook is...
You know I don't really watch horror that much.
That's true. I forgot you don't. That's funny you like Ari Aster so much.
I mean, Hereditary was one of those things where I watched it, I was like, I'm good with one watch, but also I'm glad I saw it because it was
so good.
Awesome.
Yeah. The Babadook is pretty much this mom and her son live in this house, and they're haunted by some type of, it seems like demonic presence, but it's really the way that they present the horrors of the film that is scary. It's the weird way that the monster kind of blends in with the walls. You just got to watch it to find out. The Babadook, definitely check it out. But that's my top 3. Case 39, Babadook, and His House, which is more recent.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bro, there's a lot of like little niche, underrated films, but just like with like anything that's like niche or underrated, it's usually low budget, so it's hard to make a good one. So that's why those 3 really, I think, shine.
What? I wanna talk about cash. Yeah, baby, need top 5 when I'm done going mental. Yeah, I'm locked in, you can peep my credential, man, the lab all winter. All summer, yeah, I went dumb, now I'm about to go dumb and throwing way more numbers on the board on